Hello students, welcome to our channel of Parallax Tutorial. My name is Pallabi and this is our 7th video on the series of topic-wise past paper questions of IB/AAHL Mathematics Paper 1. We are covering the topic of functions. We will be solving the last part E along with its subparts of the given question in this video. For the solutions to the previous parts, you may click on the link given in the description. We'll figure out how to sketch and solve absolute value functions in this video. So you may pause the video and take down notes if required. We are going to cover part E and both the subparts of part E. So the question says, on a different diagram, sketch the graph of y is equal to f of absolute value of x. Now, I know this scares a lot of you, right? But trust me, we are going to do a very easy way of solving such kind of questions. And hopefully you will understand. So what do we really mean by mod or absolute value of x? It means x can only take positive values, right? The answer which you will get would be positive. Okay? Keeping that in mind, our original function given to us is this, 2x minus 1 by x plus 2. What are we asked? And the domain is also given, which is minus 1 to x to 8, right? What are we asked? We are asked to sketch the graph of mod of x, which means 2 absolute value x minus 1 by absolute value x plus 2. This is what we have to sketch, right? Let's begin by sketching the graph of this function. I have already sketched this in my previous video. If you want to have a look at it, you can click on the description given below. However, I'm going to sketch it all over again very quickly so that we can continue with the given question. So 2x minus 1 by x plus 2, all we need to know is where does the function intersect the axis, right? Both x and y. So for y-intercept, our x would be 0, which means 2 into 0 minus 1 by 0 plus 2, and we got a minus 1 by 2. So this is our y-intercept. X-intercept would be where y is 0. So 0 would be equal to 2x minus 1 by x plus 2. So x comes out to be 1 by 2. 1 by 2 comma 0, 0 comma minus 1 by 2. This was our function. And there was an asymptote at horizontal asymptote at y is equal to 2, which looked like this. And the function was starting from minus 1. So our function was something similar to this, right? It went all the way to 8. X is equal to 8. But now coming to the question which is asked, which is f of absolute value of x. Absolute value of x means x cannot have negative values, which means this region of the function cannot exist. What happens then? Even if you take negative values of x, you get the positive value of f of x. I repeat, if you take negative values of x over here, you will get the same positive value of f of x. Because remember, when you take, even if you take minus x, the absolute value of it will still be positive, which means the function will now reflect. And where will it reflect? It will reflect along the y-axis. So it will go like this. Why? Because all these values of x are positive values of x, right? And for those positive values of x, you got these values as your function values. If you take negative values of x, you will still get the same positive values of your function. By positive values of my function, I mean these values. You'll get the same values of the function, right? This part. and that was the asymptote. I erased that by mistake, but this is how it looks. So therefore, to clean it up, how would it look? The whole function, the question, it would be something like this. This is your function, and obviously, this is the axis, right? Over here, this point will exactly reflect this point. So it will be -1/2, 0, and it will go from -1. So you will not take it the whole way down. It will just go till here, -1. And it will go up till 8 on the other side. To give you a clean picture of how this function actually looks like, let me take you to the Desmos screen and have a look at this. Although the domain is missing in this function, your domain given to us in the question is from -1 to 8. So your function will start from here and it will end here. The red shaded part is our function. I hope you understood this. Okay, now let's move back to the last part of this question. So the question says, find all the solutions of the equation f of mod of x, and it is given to you, the value is -1/4. Let's draw the function again. So our function looked like this, right? This, something similar to this. This was 1/2, 0. This was -1/2, 0. And now we have to find all the values of x where the function gives us the solution -1/4. Now look, the function is symmetrical in this area, right? For example, it's reflecting along the y-axis, which means it is symmetrical along the y-axis. So we can use, now there are two ways to do this question. You can either use the symmetry of the graph or you can solve it algebraically. So I'll do both the ways, but in the exam, you are free to choose any of the two ways you like because it carries quite less number of marks, right? So f of x is given to us as 2x minus 1 by x plus 2. Let's do it algebraically first. So x, if it is positive, right, which means it is 2x minus 1 by x plus 2, the value is given to you already. It is -1/4. You put it over here and solve algebraically for x. 8x minus 4 is equal to -x minus 2. 9x is equal to 4 minus 2, which is 2. X is 2/9. That's one value of x. So x will be 2/9. And let's find out the other value. So 2 minus x minus 1, that is when we take x as negative. This is the second case. We are still solving algebraically. So 2 negative x minus 1 by negative x plus 2 is -1/4. You get a -8x minus 4 is equal to x minus 2. Taking -2 to the other side, we get -2 is equal to 9x. Minus 2/9 is equal to x. So we get two solutions for the given system. X is -2/9, x is 2/9. Clearly, if you just solve for one value of x, you will get the other one. Out of symmetry, you can always state that the other value of x would be -2/9 if one of them is 2/9. And that's where the graph comes into play. Otherwise, you can always solve it algebraically and get the other value like we did over here. So you're free to choose whichever way you want to write your answer as. I hope you understood this. Thank you.